Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Yeah,
Someone playing death metal?
death metal?
Yeah.
I don't think
Sounds
so.
like it.
Nobody's playing nothing.
Ghost metal.
So, this is a campaign that I made myself, because I didn't want to play the... whatever,
Are you actually recording now or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, I didn't want to play
You don't want to play like the easy option.
No, because there's like a tutorial you can do, but everyone knows that. Everyone has played that already. There's no surprise or anything, so I just thought, like, why don't I use my own?
The Soviets are invading.
No, because I actually, like, one time I actually wrote a Lovecraft sort of pastiche, like a story. I might send it to this Finnish Lovecraft fanzine at some point. So I basically took the story from that.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, like this campaign, I'm calling it Dark Cloud, or the Dark Cloud.
I bet it sounds way cooler in Finnish.
Yeah, like I thought about some other translations, but it's more mysterious this way. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want you to know what it's like supposed to be.
All right.
So anyway, here's the basic premise. As the last living member of your family, you've inherited the large rural house of your uncle. So this is pretty cliche, but okay. The house is located in the southern Finnish village of Virkkala, near the town of Lohja, but those names don't need to matter anything to you. The village is a small community surrounded by the lake, a large and misty body of water in the west, and the wooded hills and moors of the rural farming communities in the south and southwest. Then there's a massive ice age sort of ridge thing which surrounds the village into the north and east. The village is effectively in a valley between the lake and the ridge, though the modern village center is actually partially spread around it. I'm gonna give you this because you can read it if you need to remind yourself of that.
Okay.
Alright. Which one of us is the inheritor?
Yeah, which one of you
Black
is...
Cat, he's a wanderer.
Which one of you has an uncle that moved to Finland?
I don't.
I think
The premise of my character is that he's a wanderer, and
I think geographically, since I'm Russian and Russia's the closest to Finland, that might be me by default.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then these other people, they are your friends who you've invited to join you. So you've invited a group of friends to join you. Upon arriving to the bus station of the rainy pine-shadowed village, you meet your uncle's lawyer, who hands you the key and leads you to the house. He informs you that an inheritance of, I guess I have to change this so it's 1,000 Finnish marks, I guess.
So we have a ton of Karl Marxes in our bank account.
Yes, 1,000 Finnish.
It's like a bunch of dead Karl Marx's bodies. You just use it to exchange for money.
No, the currency would be pieces of his beard.
And you will be able to share what's left of the money if you live through this, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like introduction and then some of the basic geography, and actually I even made a map because I was bored, so here it is.
Yep. I received it.
Oh yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yeah. Is there,
Okay.
will there actually be, like, in a whole inside the house scenario, like, is the house big enough to warrant a map of its own?
I didn't make a map of that house. It is big, but it's not crazy huge.
Oh, okay.
So then there's some information that your uncle's lawyer tells you about your uncle, and that you know yourself. So after the Second World War, I have to change all the times because we decided this takes place in the 20s.
After the Finnish Civil War. Because sometimes it's better to make the characters before making the adventure.
So, the uncle's house is in a wooded area, correct?
Yep.
Alright, just making
Near
sure
the
there's no
lake.
trees. Should we just go for a straight 1920?
I think for the sake
No,
of let's
maybe
do
like
27.
1928.
Okay.
28.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be the best.
Yeah, okay, so after the Finnish Civil War, your uncle was in trouble with the law due to ties to foreign fascism and weapons stockpiling. So he left the country in 1919 and traveled the world. And then you met him only once in a family gathering in 1910. So you roughly know what he looks like, but you don't really know him. He was shunned by the rest of the family, and he only returned to Finland in 1925 and bought the old house. And he didn't mention you in his will, but as the last surviving member of the family, the house belongs to you. In his will, he testamented a small number of his rare books and art pieces, and most of his money, to a small local religious organization known as the Parish of Starry Wisdom.
Oh, God.
Well, this is going to be good.
Alright,
Yeah, this
I
is
bet
gonna be so fun when we're gonna have to fucking shoot these cult members.
Well, Cole, they sound like an enlightened bunch of gentlemen who obviously know the way the world works. I don't know what you guys are, like, fussing about.
Yeah.
Well, surely, my lady, there are probably a bunch of good persons.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Character.
You follow the lawyer to the house. It's evening, so you pretty much have to unpack your things and eat and look around and stuff.
Alright, so... Yeah, I obviously say we should look around the house.
Yeah, totally.
What are the exact specifications? Is there
Of course,
attic?
we should totally split up, kids.
It's a small house. It isn't like the fucking church.
It is actually a big house, like
Is it a mansion, like, properly, or just a big house?
it's kind of like something in between, but it is
Okay.
kind of like a mansion, but it's not a huge mansion. So
Is it just 2 stories with a basement, or?
it is 2 stories and an attic on top of that.
Alright, no basement.
Okay, so...
No.
Okay. So I say we should go...
I'm...
We should look on the 2nd floor first, because I assume we've only been on the 1st floor since we just got here, right?
Well, I go check the highway. You know, like the hall... What is the name of the thing? Hallways?
Hallway.
Yeah, that's the corridor that, like, where the rooms...
Yeah,
where
the corridors with the rooms. I'm smoking a cigarette. I'm 41. Okay, like, better introduce our characters already. We are recording.
Yeah.
So my character is Jonathan Bradley. He's a soldier, an officer to be certain, and didn't specify the pattern, but probably a colonel. He has a degree from the military academy. His birthplace was New Orleans, Louisiana, and he suffers from PTSD after the World War I. His age is 41. He's a male.
Alright, are we... Hey, Tor, you said something about this. Did you say we should, like, call each other by our character names?
Yeah, because we are going to roleplay after all.
So wait, what was the first name of your character?
Jonathan, but call him John.
Okay.
Theodora.
Okay, so...
Theodora.
And you're a
yeah.
Soviet diplomat.
Okay, but...
Yeah,
Okay.
so... What exactly would you... Because I just want to get everything established first. What exactly would be, like, your personality, Tor?
I'm very on my own, very conservative, like, I don't really like to talk a lot. And because of my PTSD, I constantly freak out sometimes.
Like, if you hear, like, if you look into the fireplace or something?
No, more like sounds of explosion. Or certain things like...
So if you hear
Looking
that,
at
you're
your
gonna like
friend.
spaz on the ground.
No, I'm more going to go on a rampage.
Like, flippy?
Well, probably punch some people.
Yeah, I'm relatively, like, outgoing, but, like, you can kind of tell it's, like, disgenuine, you know what I mean? It's kind of just, like, a veil of politeness.
Well, I'm conservative, but I'm kind of comedic with, like, a sarcastic tone.
Yeah,
I may
I
be
get it.
conservative in, like, appearance and keeping himself silent, but, like, I do some witty commentaries and some sarcastic jokes here and there.
Alright, I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
Can't wait for the
yeah,
for the H-horror sarcasm.
Ator
Expect me
sarcasm.
to
Good
Yours
one,
is
John.
the same, pretty much
Fail at
bullshit
sarcasm.
24/7.
Okay, what's your personality, Black Hat? Sorry, Patrick.
Yeah, my character's personality is. I don't really think this too much through. He's sporadic. He just likes to run around and fight and learn.
And he's
And
like a wanderer.
he doesn't remember his last name because he doesn't
Because
remember
last
his
names
last.
are for noobs.
He doesn't remember his last name because he has amnesia, and
Oh, that
all
should
he
have went into
remembers
like
about
the
his past.
disabilities.
Shit.
That was like an actual thing.
What is it, like constant amnesia or just like
Like for part of his
amnesia from
life.
his past?
Past.
Oh, okay. So that's it, because if you had constant amnesia, then we would
Yeah,
be fucked.
it's not like dementia or anything.
No.
He's like, he reads, what happens, he reads like a sacred tome that can only be read once and then disintegrates, and then he forgets it right afterward.
Yeah, but he's like, you just leave him in the house, he
Fucking
reads the same
brilliant.
book, he keeps reading the same page after like every 5 seconds.
Okay, let's continue.
He also had to. All he remembers is his first name, and that he had to escape the potato famine.
Oh yeah, so he's Irish.
Okay.
Yeah. So would he be like relatively, like, not reserved, but like brooding to a degree since like he had to leave a famine?
Yeah,
So melancholic would be the word, melancholic.
yeah.
So Patrick,
Alright.
the Irish guy, then John, the American guy, and then Theodora, the Russian woman.
The
Yeah.
Russian woman.
Russian woman.
The very ugly Russian woman.
Eat shit, you like neuro-odd freak. I'm still stronger
This
than
is
you.
a
Won't
great-
crush your head.
Why did you even invite these people?
Hey, at least I'm not the one who's 27 is ugly as shit.
Yeah, but I'm faster than you, so therefore your argument's invalid.
Remember who?
Like,
Hey,
when's the last time?
Remember who can pilot a plane and a tank and use guns?
Yeah, like,
Why
Motherfucker,
would we need a fucking tank?
we're in 1920s Finland. We need horses and shit.
I mean,
Yeah, at least I have that ability.
like, when's the last time? Like, this is such a Call of Cthulhu argument. Like, oh, I'm fast. Like, oh, you're ugly, but I'm faster than you. Oh, I can pilot it. I can pilot a plane and drive a tank. Like, when's the last time you told that to someone? Like, oh, I'm fast. I'm fast as
that was
shit.
like a thing. I don't know if you guys did that in like 2nd and 3rd grade, but whoever was the fastest runner was like the leader.
Oh wow.
I don't know if that's how it works for you
Oh,
guys.
oh yeah, it says
Oh,
the guy is
please,
gonna
I'm-
die in 5
oh.
minutes.
Oh, please. Girl, remember, you keep in character.
So anyway, as the you get the key from the lawyer, you open the door. It smells kind of like the door creaks and it's, you know, all spooky. Smells kind of musty. You enter the main hallway. You look at all the weird like photographs and things from your uncle's travels. Climb the stairs to the 2nd floor, which is where all of your bedrooms are. So I guess you leave your luggage. Each of you has like their own small bedroom, and after that you start looking around.
Alright, I go check the attic.
I go with Ator.
So you're just like,
Alright.
so what are you doing, Ator?
I'm checking the hallways and the rooms in the hallways.
Yeah, they could check 2 rooms at once.
Okay, you check the bedrooms. There's nothing really too much out of the ordinary, just, you know, beds and like old furniture, but nothing really out of the ordinary. There's nothing in the
Yeah, then I continue checking the other rooms.
Okay, so Theodora goes to the attic. So in the attic,
Can I use my spot hidden skill in here?
yeah, sure. So there's all kinds of like tons of junk, tons of like statues and
Jason on Ruse Cthulhu.
Shut up. There's tons of like
Keep in character.
statues and curios and clay bas relief, and it says it has like a note on it that says Ponape. There's a small black polished sphinx without a face. And then
1 second, is Penape Finnish?
no, it's an island in the Pacific, I think.
Oh, okay.
So spot hidden. Oh, okay. So you find this 5-pointed wooden sort of necklace, like charm thingy. So it's like a wooden 5-pointed star with like a necklace attached to it. So what's your spot hidden?
45%.
So this first one is tens. So 4. So you still have a chance. And 2. So you succeed. So there's a small note behind it which has these words. You can take a foreign language test, or you need to get some Finnish guy to translate it. But it says...
My Finnish is at 50%.
Okay, so you can take the test in a moment. So it's...
Wait, why don't you ask me to do it?
Well, because I'm a diplomat, and I'm in this country, so I should be speaking the language that I'm the ambassador of.
Well, remember that I have better translation skills than you.
What's your Finnish at?
70%.
Okay, I'll defer to you. I'll let Aitor try to translate.
So yeah,
So I call Jonathan to the attic.
Yeah, so I go to the attic and
you look at
translate the words. Yeah.
Okay, so if you fail, then Theodora can still try it. So okay, you fail. So
That's a lot.
A 70% chance, and I fail?
I got like a 90. Unlucky.
Wow.
So what do you?
Hell.
I have Finnish at 70, so.
Okay, I'll let you try it after me. Okay, I'll try translating.
So what's your
Okay, I'll get.
50.
Okay, I'll do it.
50?
No, I'm going first, and then if I fail, you get a chance.
Okay,
I'm
you
sure.
succeed. You succeed. So it
Stick with it.
translates roughly to something like the elder sign or something like that.
I was actually planning just to like do in Google Translate.
I don't think it's gonna work.
Oh my god.
I mean, even if I'm sure you can do that if you want. Just don't spoil it.
Yeah, like
Sure.
I don't think it would work,
God.
but even if it did, then I don't know if it would help you in the game. So are you going to hold on
So-
to that, or?
Yeah, let me take it.
All right. Since it's pretty late, you probably want to go to bed, or I suppose you could go to the village and try to buy some food or something.
Let me see. I'll go to the village. You guys
Okay.
get the rest.
Yeah. We could like have dinner. Or something. Have we already like eaten?
Yeah, during the day, but it's pretty late now. You've been traveling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll go with-
Aitor, let me go to the village because I have a higher bargain.
Like, it's pretty convenient that all of you speak pretty fluent, like, Finnish.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, an Irish guy, a Russian woman that kinda doesn't do half bad, and an American soldier who's like not really who's like really good at it.
But fails.
And with a 70% rate, that's the shit I hate about these RPGs.
But yeah, you guys can sleep. I'll go to the village since I can
Okay.
bargain better.
Alright, it's like,
I'll be an elder. I'll be an old elder over at Aitor. I'll just breathe on him while he sleeps.
Get the fuck out of my room, please.
No,
Oh,
bitch,
no.
I'm gonna fucking kill your ass.
Well, I'm gone. You guys defend
Remember
my
that
family
I'm a
treasures.
soldier?
Oh, I'm not gonna defend your fucking family treasure.
No, but you're my friend, and I invited you here. You can listen. You can start
Fine,
me
I'll-
from outside, fam.
Fine, I can take a shit on you.
I close my door.
Aitor is my teddy bear now.
I
So-
close my door and go to another room.
so yeah, your original plan was that you would invite your friends for a visit that would last for like a week. And you're considering that you might actually even move into this big house, because it's like you just inherited a big fucking house, so you might even consider living in it. So you're just kind of going to the village to see what it's like, if it's actually livable.
Right, it's one of these. It's like every Call of Cthulhu game is like, there's always the nearby town or something. You go to this town that is just peculiar in some way. And there's always a fucking cult.
Yeah.
Well, not always. I mean, sometimes there's like a flying saucer in the woods or something.
Yeah, there's something peculiar about it, okay?
No, but in these woods, it's just my house.
Yeah,
no,
it's
like
just
we
a
need an
house.
Ashram to eat a fucking dead.
Yeah, so it's like a 15-minute walk to the village. Pretty much everything is already like all the shops are closed. They're just there's like this what do you call those? Like
An inn.
yeah, an inn. So you go into one of those and basically like ask for food and how much it costs. Welcome, stranger. What can I do for you?
Some food and ale, please.
Ale.
You're a girly voice.
No.
I don't want to do a fucking girly Russian voice. Hello.
Yeah, continue.
We wouldn't speak Finnish anyway.
That's a really good point. I don't think I can do a girly Finnish Russian accent.
So food for you and just you or someone else too.
Yeah, for 2 others.
Okay, it's 50 pennies.
Alright, so would I detract that from my actual cash?
Just write
Yeah.
that down
Why
somewhere.
don't you try to bargain?
Well, I
Why
mean,
don't you try to bargain with him?
Well,
Yeah, I just want to like get a scope of how the transaction's actually going down before I do math.
you can try bargaining, but I doubt that the person is gonna let you get it much cheaper than 50 fucking pennies.
Alright. Alright. Would you take 25 pennies?
No. What do you like? Do I look like what do you think I am? Like I need to live, you know.
Alright, can I use my speed bargaining skills?
You can try. I mean,
Your bargaining skills are shit.
My bargaining skills are 60, fam. Alright.
Yeah, mine is 100. It's 1,000, man.
well, you
Alright.
can try. So okay, I'll do it for you. Okay, well you succeed, but it still doesn't work. The person just looks the person just looks irritated.
You succeed, but it doesn't work.
You succeed the test, but it doesn't matter. The person doesn't. They just look irritated.
Okay, fine, 50 pennies.
Yeah.
So, is that literally just 50 cents detracted?
Yeah. So you.
Wow, we're fucking greedy.
I'm a diplomat. What do you think I'm supposed to do?
Well, I think it was like 50 pennies was at least $50.
Yeah. So
No.
my total, I had cash 1,250. So I should have 1,249.50 correct?
Yeah, I don't know how much food would actually cost in the Finland in the 20s, but I assume it's not much. So you get your bundle of food and you just sort of look around. It's
I
kind
want to
of
ask the innkeeper questions about the town.
like sure
All right. I want to know about the church.
the church.
Yeah.
Well, they look at you kind of funny, but they say that the church itself is not. The church is in the nearby town of Lohja.
I ask if it's Orthodox or Catholic.
It's neither. It's evangelical Lutheran.
Okay.
Oh.
Um.
Get drunk while you're at it. You're in the inn.
I ask about the history of the village.
The village is old and it's small, but it's growing fast. They've set up 2 lumber mills next to the lake pretty recently, and capitalist from another town has moved here and set up a factory, like a cement factory, and he studied abroad but decided to return to Finland and then come here and set up a cement factory. So the town in terms of industry is growing.
Okay,
But,
what we need to do is expropriate him.
But of course, like the war didn't cause, like the Civil War didn't cause that much destruction, but of course, like a big chunk of the tenant farmers and the workers in the cement factory and the sawmills were hauled off to a couple other towns into concentration camps.
Let's see. I actually have a thing to ask. Oh, I ask about the shops inside the village.
Well, there's pretty much just the inn is where you can get food. There is a library. There's a blacksmith kind of guy who repairs he doesn't really like. It's not like a medieval blacksmith, but he's like a guy who repairs things,
Yeah.
like farming implements.
Alright, I think that's all. I'd like to return back to the house.
Like you could, like there is a telephone you could use if you want to pay for it,
No,
and there's the bus, like the bus station, so you can get to Lohja or Helsinki if you need to.
Alright. I'll keep that in mind, but since it's night, I want to go back to the house.
Yeah, okay, so it's like a good 15 minutes of walking again. You get back to the house and give the food to your pals.
But they're asleep. Am I just like throwing bologna slices on their
Then I
faces?
wake up.
Are they already? Did they already fall asleep?
I just woke
No,
up.
I'm still waked up. I'm still smoking. I was
Okay,
waiting.
So that lung cancer's coming on, man.
Man, they didn't even know about
Look, I'm a
cancer.
fucking veteran. Look, I'm a fucking veteran from the World War. If you want to whine about me getting
Mountain
alcohol,
smoke.
or
He did
fucking-
nothing wrong.
Kinda.
Alright, okay, so, we share, fucking meat and mead, and, like, so we're not metagaming. I tell you guys all, like, the information I heard about the village and church and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, just to, like, get that out of the way so there's no gobbledygook with that. If you guys want to take over with roleplay stuff, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. What was the strange thing that we found today? I don't really know what it really meant.
Well,
Elder
No,
signs.
I
Looks
think I know what it
strange.
is. This is a man named H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah, that's you don't break the fourth wall.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
Can we,
hey,
uh,
I'm the comedic character around here. If anyone is going to break the fourth wall, that one is me.
you fucking red-haired, potato-eating drunk. Settle down.
I'm not even red-haired, I'm brown-haired.
Yeah, sure. But you dyed it. Alright, can we study the object with our occult skill, or does that not come yet?
You can if
Well,
if
we don't know what.
you assume that it's some kind of weird religious item since it is like a 5-pointed star, so you can do your occult thing on it. So you can try that. So what is your?
I'll go for I'll go first. But what's everybody's occult?
Trying to
I
find
don't
it.
have a coat.
Okay, so it's me and Black Hat then.
Trying to fucking find it. Occult.
Well, you find it, I'll go. Okay, it's 50.
Yeah.
50. Okay. Okay. You succeed. You succeed,
That
and
cancer
you.
is coming.
Yeah. Don't.
Cancer is coming on.
Alright, I succeed in.
And you figure out that it seems to be some kind of like a protective amulet or charm or some kind of thing that brings luck or protection.
Oh, sick with it. Alright. Is there a library inside the house?
There's a library, there's the 3 bedrooms, there's the attic, a kitchen, and a large sitting room, and then a bunch of the hallways.
Is there any locked doors inside the house?
Not that you can immediately find.
Okay. Real quick,
Okay,
I don't know if this would, like, jump too far ahead, but,
I can't find it, by the way, so.
Well, let's try to roleplay as normal person until, like, we start seeing weird shit. Like, we just found a lucky charm.
Wait, what's the,
Oh boy, my lucky charm!
I know it's, either knowledge or idea, but what's the thing that, like, lets you connect the dots in situations?
I think it's knowledge.
It's idea, I think. But that said, I mean, nothing has really happened. You are, like, as far as you know, you are just visiting this guy who has just inherited a big house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just found a lucky charm, so
And
let's
it's-
get to sleep.
Yeah, I mean,
Give me the Irishman to, find the lucky charm.
I mean, you could do the idea thing if you want.
No, I'll wait a bit. I want to, like, actually make interesting
really,
roleplay.
do we? Yeah,
okay,
good night.
Yeah, since, our bellies are full, we're in our cups, we might as well all go to sleep, and then tomorrow we can go to one of the bigger cities and check that out. Alright, if that's good with everyone.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, so we
So
all
what, then
retire
we
to our bedrooms.
What, do we roll our dice to see if we had good dreams or not?
No, you sleep pretty soundly, but Patrick sort of thinks he hears some kind of like rustling or flapping noises in the night, but he thinks he's probably just imagining it.
What do you mean by flapping?
Okay.
Well, some kind of like flapping noises, like there's some big leather sort of thing flapping,
Like
Ah, shit.
something.
Alright, so, anything else, or we, like, can wake up?
Yeah, you wake up, it's kind of a gloomy day, it's kind of rainy, the fog is like really thick on like the beach and the lake, and it's just kind of gloomy and depressing,
Go to see the lake and see the view of it.
like from the window.
Yes, kinda.
Well, the lake, it's black and kind of ominous, but it's not really windy. There's not many waves. It's kind of still, but it's just the fog is kind of just rolling across the horizon.
Okay, I get out of my room.
Okay. Then I assume you want like coffee and stuff.
Yeah.
So you go downstairs to the kitchen and you find there's coffee there, so you can just make it.
I wake up.
Yeah, I just...
Yeah. I wake up at the smell of the coffee being made.
I tell Aitor, you're getting lung cancer.
Before I
No,
go...
let's roleplay seriously, please.
Well, I mean,
No.
I mean,
I'm like, I can tell you about how potatoes give you cancer.
he could like give you some kind of comment about him smoking, but
Yeah.
You say that I smoke too much.
yeah, he's like coughing all the time.
I think I know best for my health, you know. I live the
Says the
war,
guy who hasn't
kid.
studied anything.
Hey, at least I'm more intelligent than you. I know how much 2 plus 2 is.
Yeah, it's fucking 3.
Alright, before I go carouse with my patriots, I'd like to pay a quick visit to the library. I don't want to read anything, but I just want to know the titles of the books.
Okay, so you walk in. There's a large desk with like a bunch of drawers and a bunch of like statues and fancy paperweights and stuff like that. And then all the walls are just covered with bookshelves, and it's just
Since it's kind of a big room, can I try to use spot hidden in here?
yeah, sure.
What's spot hidden again?
It's like finding secrets
Okay.
and stuff.
Yeah, like small details that you wouldn't otherwise. Basically, like just more description. Fail.
Alright.
You can do it
But,
later. You can do it like again tomorrow.
Alright.
You hear me and Patrick talking with each other, throwing jokes.
But like if you want to do the ideas roll, like just basically go through your ideas, like what you know, then you can do that.
Alright, so idea 65. I want to see if there's any books on the, star pentagram necklace thing I found.
Okay, well your idea roll succeeds. So your ideas at the moment are that your uncle was kind of a weirdo. That's pretty much it.
He believes in lucky charms.
You don't see any books with any obvious reference to star-shaped things or stars.
Alright.
Okay.
Let me see if there's
I
anything
find,
else.
I find the Communist Manifesto, so that's technically, that's technically...
You're not even in the library?
No, and he wouldn't
No.
have the Communist Manifesto because he would be a right-winger.
Oh, okay, wait. For, any information on the town or the pendant I found, I want to use library use.
Okay, well there is like a local history book. There's about ancient history of the town and about local history, like more recent. It seems to be the recent history seems to be the same thing that you already heard from the innkeeper, and the ancient history doesn't seem relevant. The book is thick, so you could spend like days reading it, but it doesn't seem worthwhile.
Alright, yeah, I'll just go join my compatriots in the kitchen, or whatever.
Yeah, we are throwing jokes at each other.
Hey, you know what marijuana sounds like? I don't know, because I'm
What?
stupid.
Alright.
What a great joke.
Do you hear this guy?
Oh,
You
okay.
hear what stupidity he says?
I challenge
I
you guys
survived
to...
a fucking famine. Could you survive that shit?
Well, I survived the fucking crowds, kid.
How about me fucking kicking your ass right now, motherfucker? Who wants to do a Oppression Olympics?
All right.
Hey,
no.
Black Cat. We should have had like Jay, the guy we spoke with yesterday, the Irish guy. We should have had him here, so we could have had an actual like Irish accent.
He doesn't even play. He just says things for Black Cat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lol.
I challenge. I put out a challenge to either of these two for a race.
A race.
A race.
Yeah.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Who accepts my challenge?
What are we children now to make a race?
Come on, who accepts my challenge?
Motherfucking, just no.
I avoid the question and go outside the house.
Okay, you go
Black
outside.
Cat follows with a knife.
What?
I follow with a knife.
A knife.
Where did you get this alleged knife?
We're in the fucking kitchen.
Who says we have knives?
Well, I mean,
It's assumable because like kitchens have knives.
yeah, I mean there is silverware, so if he
Good
wants
point.
a knife, then fine.
All right.
Seriously, Black Cat? No, man.
Like a kitchen,
please,
like a
no.
butter knife.
Okay, that's more
I'll
fair.
defeat Cthulhu with a
He
butter
didn't pass
knife.
the butter on his bread. He didn't pass the butter on his bread, and the butter is still on the knife. I go outside to look at the forest.
Okay,
I go back in.
the forest is well, the air smells fresh at least, so it's you admire the nature. It's kind of has that rainy forest smell, but the forest itself seems like it's pretty dark and pretty vast. You don't really see anything that really catches your eye. It's just more trees and more trees.
Well, until now, nothing triggered my PTSD, so I'm still cool.
Even the knife didn't.
Why do you think a
butter
butter knife will trigger my PTSD?
Those crowds try taking out his eyes with a butter knife.
The butter knife starts the PTSD. I go back inside.
I go back inside as well. I go into the library.
Okay.
I try to look for a collection of books. Something like a diary from her uncle.
You want to do spot hidden?
Yeah, but
What's your
Wait,
spot
I
hidden?
don't-
I go to the attic.
wait, let me see.
If he doesn't have it selected, he does the default for spot hidden on the character sheet, right?
Yeah, what is that? What is the default?
25%.
25.
Okay,
Yeah,
you don't immediately see anything like that, but if you do a spot hidden, you still don't see it.
Oh, okay. Nothing in the library.
There's
Yeah.
there's nothing really in the attic for Patrick to see except just tons of junk, like tons of old statues and weird things that he doesn't really understand, and just tons of
Spot hidden.
like dust and cobwebs. What is your spot hidden? Oh yeah, I mean I thought I wrote.
I don't have it selected, so probably 25.
25.
You succeed, but there is nothing really to discover.
Okay.
Well, I go check on the church, see the local people on there.
You don't really know of any local church. I mean, the guy there already told Theodora that the church is in the neighboring town. There isn't really a.
Yeah. After we're like done here, we're all gonna go to the town together.
But-
Yeah. Okay, then I go to the inn and get drunk.
You go to the inn and get order a beer or like a number of beers.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do
Yeah.
that.
And then we roll the dice to see if I get drunk.
No, you will get drunk.
You don't need dice for that.
So you want to take the bus to the nearby town, but there's no real reason to go there. But you can go there if you want and just admire the architecture or something. The others are in the town, just looking around, and you're there drinking, observing the people, just like tenant farmers and fishermen and.
So wait, are we in the local village or a town properly?
You are in the town of Lohia, which is the neighboring larger town.
Okay.
But I was talking about what John/Ator was doing while he's drinking in the inn.
Yeah.
So he's seeing all the people, like the typical clientele of the inn, and it's mostly just farmers and fishermen and poor people. They don't like. They look at him kind of funny because he's a foreigner. They seem like there's something weird with them, but it could be because of just like the after effects of the Civil War.
So, what exactly is there in Lohia properly?
Well, there's basically there is a big church there, but it seems it is an impressive medieval church, but it seems like it's fairly normal, and there's just basically more shops and more things to do, but nothing really too interesting or relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do anything specifically, or?
If you guys have any ideas for like something to roleplay in the town, I'm down.
I see.
I think you should go and like look for that church. What was it like?
I suppose Aitor with his language skills could ask the locals about the starry wisdom, but since but it might not work too well because he's so drunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to go ask somebody at the church about the star necklace I found.
Okay, so you go to the church and there's like a preacher there, and he looks at it. He says that it seems like a pagan symbol that some of the locals have, especially in the more rural farming communities further away, like on the other side of the village.
Yeah.
A bunch of people there carry those around, but he doesn't really know what it's for, and he doesn't really like it because it seems oddly like anti-Christian.
Okay, so the people in the church until now are at least normal.
Yeah, but he can tell you that it seems like it was made locally, like somebody made it from wood, like locally, and it has like it's wood, and there's some kind of like spices and like oil and stuff like that.
Yeah. Can I ask about the history of the church?
Yeah, it's like from the 14th century, so it's very old, very big. It's rumored that there used to be an even older church in the village, but which was destroyed, and then the kind of center of economy and commerce kind of shifted, and Lohja became the bigger center of population, and then they built the 14th century thing there.
All right, I'm satisfied. If either of these two want to do anything.
Okay, so you can go back if that's all.
I go and try to find Pharaoh and see what he's up to.
Well, I mean, you can go meet them.
And what she's up to.
You can go meet them at the bus station. It's not too late in the evening. It's kind of in the afternoon, so you still have time to talk to people in the village if you want to.
Okay, I go to Theodora and see what she's up to. She talks about me, what she learned about the Lucky Charm.
Oh, you get to say what I'm saying now?
No, like, of course you're going to say the same thing.
Yeah,
you're
but I
say
want
that
to
to
say
me. Okay, go on. Like, I go near you and ask you what you're up to, and at least I was drinking, but I'm still sober.
Relatively sober.
Not drunk.
Relatively.
Yeah, relatively.
You didn't have
sober.
time to get super plastered.
What are you up to? What are you up to?
And it sounds like he's really fucking drunk.
Yeah, not even out of roleplay. He just sounds like he's drunk right now.
He's like, guys, I'm not that drunk.
He's speaking Swedish when he means to speak Finnish. I tell him about what the preacher said about the star and the rumor of the old church.
What is the rumor?
I say to her that there was an older church.
Yeah, that there was an even older church at one point in the village.
I say to her to check with the blacksmith. Maybe it was him that made it.
I mean,
he lived in the 12th century.
No, it's not actually, like, it's not that old. It looks like it was made relatively recently, but the blacksmith wouldn't have made it because it's made of wood. Like, the preacher.
How about the craftsman?
Like, the preacher thinks that it was probably made by like the people, the farmers who live in the even more rural areas, like to the southeast.
Yeah, I'd like to go back to the actual village, to the innkeeper, and ask about the rumor of the old church.
I go with her because I have nothing better to do.
Alright, am I?
You can jump in at any
Well,
time.
I'm drunk. I want to continue drinking and smoking.
I still have my butter knife, and although I've already eaten breakfast.
The innkeeper wouldn't know about any church that old, but if you ask them directly about the starry wisdom, then they might answer.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to ask about that.
They look at you kind of funny. It seems they don't really want to talk to you, but I suppose you could try to like bribe them or persuade them.
I want to try persuading them. My persuade is 70.
Okay. Okay, you succeed. So let's see. So you succeed. You tell them that you've inherited a house and that your uncle was apparently somehow affiliated with this organization, so you're curious about it. They say that it's like a new sort of religious sect that has been established in this old building way out in the woods.
Is the keeper able to give me a relatively precise location?
They tell you that there's like a path, like there is like a road leading to it that you can drive on a car. So there is a road leading to it. Yeah, they can't really say what exactly they do. It's just they don't really like it because it seems it's not proper, it's not Christian, and that they say that it's foreign.
I say to her to try to show the amulet to the locals and try to see what it means.
Oh, right. I asked the innkeeper if anybody would know about the actual pendant, the star.
The innkeeper confirms pretty much what the preacher says. They say that it's one of the things that the rural people like to wear.
I asked her if there's any such people I would be able to talk to, or if she knew where they might be.
They are pretty far away, and there isn't really that good communication or good transportation there. So it would be kind of hard. Like, you could go there on if you rented a car, but I don't know how you would do that. Or if there is a bus that goes there once every 2 weeks, but it's going to be a week.
What about horses?
Well, you could, I suppose, rent a horse if you wanted to, but it doesn't really seem reasonable because, like, why you're not that interested in learning about this.
Yeah.
I continue in the inn, drinking.
Okay, so now it's starting to get late, so you're just you spend the entire day at the inn while the others are doing something.
Where am I? Seriously, though. Like, I don't fucking know where I am anymore. I really did lose track.
Well, you could have said something.
Well, you came back to the village. Either you went back to the house or you went to the inn with the others.
I'm still at the house.
Well, you probably weren't drinking with me.
No,
but yeah, I'm at the end, like, drinking with Ator right now and discussing the day's events.
So
I got up to
I'm
meet
too
them.
drunk to actually know what she's talking about.
Okay, so it's pretty late. The innkeeper tells you to leave, and you two basically almost have to carry John back because he's very drunk. You're trying to haul his ass back to the house.
Then
I talk about my deed on the Great War when I used to ride a tank.
And
Wait. Do we need to check a strength check to make sure we can, like, hold him back to the house?
I think you can manage, but it would be pretty sad if you fail the strength check and he falls in the stairs and breaks his neck.
Dies. Doesn't even die from anything spooky, he just is an idiot.
Yeah, he gets drunk and falls. Falls in all the stairs.
I died drunk. No, they try to carry me to the home, but like constantly, like can't carry me, so they drop me constantly, dealing damage to my health.
No, I started talking to John. Hey, motherfucker. Why you have to get so fucking drunk?
Why does I start talking to Patrick, why does every sentence have to have fucking it with you?
I'm an Irishman, okay?
Well, Irishmen wouldn't say that. They would probably say, "Hey, you idiot, why did you do that, you buffoon?" We're in the 20th century, the start of it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good point.
Maybe we would say fuck sometimes, but like, not
rarely.
really say that much.
Well,
Yeah,
this
like,
is a
probably
character, and I'm just
rarely.
kind of taking my liberties with it. So, as long as it's not game breaking, then yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, fucking yeah, motherfucker, is kind of game breaking.
Okay,
Oh,
I constantly talk about my deeds in the war and constantly change language while talking.
Can you
it.
shut up about your war?
oh, by the way, like he's
I used to be a hero, you know.
You're not a hero to my nation.
his
fight
drinking
for
cost
freedom.
him
You-
10 Finnish marks.
Oh yeah, so subtract
not
money,
that
Aitor.
So that's a very good use for
Okay,
of your
so-
money.
Okay, so my cash was 2,000 and
Yeah, and Finland is cheap.
195.
Finland is cheap.
19.5.
You go back to the house, pretty much just go to bed. It's been kind of tiring.
Yeah.
I'd like to take one of the books back with me, and read it before I sleep.
Just like randomly.
I would like,
Really?
Give me the Ancient Histories book.
before Aitor goes to sleep, I remind him that we should go looking for the organization.
I say that I'm not really interested in.
And he's too drunk
That
to
I
even
would
understand.
rather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I tell him, if you can go with me tomorrow, you can tell me on the way about your great duties to me.
Okay, so
I'm
you
too drunk to understand.
So
I
you-
merely have an idea of checking in the lake tomorrow, but that's a drunk idea, so I go right away to sleep.
so you take
Okay.
the ancient history book, start like thumbing through it.
By the way, is there a gun shop in the village?
Not in the village.
Can I try, before diving into it properly, can I try looking through it to find anything about the old church?
Yeah. What's your library use?
It is 50%.
Okay, you succeed, and yeah, it seems that it says that there is this persistent legend that there was an old church there at one point, but it hasn't been verified because they've built other buildings on top of it, like really long ago, like hundreds of years ago. They built other buildings on top of it. So if there was once a church, it's pretty much impossible to get concrete proof of it. But it is a persistent local legend that there was a church there before there was one even in the bigger town.
Alright, I go to sleep then.
This night, Patrick really strongly feels that there's some kind of that he can hear some kind of noises coming from. Like his room is in the northeast corner of the house, so he thinks that he can hear like some kind of weird like whistling or sort of like some kind of weird
Flying creature.
like rustling noises, some kind of like whistling or like some kind of thing like that.
You can come wake me up to see if I can hear it, because I actually
Yeah,
have
go
listening
ahead.
as a skill. Alright,
Yeah,
go and
okay.
roleplay getting me up.
Hey, man, I have something very important for you.
Very important.
Just random noises.
I think I can hear an owl.
Theodore wakes up and calls Patrick Asuka for waking her up at this hour, but asks what it is.
I think it has to do something with that organization that they've been talking about.
You wouldn't.
That's kind of...
You wouldn't
Okay,
think
let's
so.
not. Okay, let's not.
You just think
like
that's-
it's
it's-
just too late.
You just
too
think
late.
it's
Okay.
weird.
You think it's the forest?
Yeah.
You just think it's
Uh,
weird.
Let's go. I found the other day. I heard a very it sounded like bird wings flapping, and a very leathery sound. And there's been a ton of wrestling outside my door.
wrestling like John Cena's outside.
No, that's just
Wrestling.
like John Cena's
And
Cthulhu.
then
Okay.
it's actually me beating my head while drunk.
So I go to Patrick's room and try to hear the noise he's talking about, and I use my listen, which is 40%.
You hear some kind of like night birds singing, but you don't really hear anything too out of the ordinary. But you conclude that it's probably nothing. But even if it was, it would have probably flown away by now.
All right.
Go back to sleep, man. I'll get
All
you some
right,
cocaine in the morning.
I return to my room and go back to sleep.
I go back to sleep as well.
Next morning it is actually pretty good weather. Like it's sunny outside and still somehow misty. Like you conclude that despite like it doesn't matter what kind of weather it is, it always seems that the village is kind of shadowy and there's always seems to be like a strong mist coming from the lake.
I go to talk to Aitor and John and what's your character's name again?
Theodora.
I go to talk with Jonathan and Theodora about what we should do today.
Still sleeping. I'm probably going to be on a hangover.
Yeah, he's still sleeping very heavily and snoring loudly.
Alright,
Do you want to wake him up or let him sleep?
Punch him and make him vomit.
Let's scale it back a bit.
Please, no.
You could knock on his
Let's
door.
not get violent this early.
You could, like, do you want to knock on his door?
No, I'll go and wake up Theodora.
Alright. I awaken and ask you to, I don't know, go make coffee or something.
Okay. I
Yeah.
make coffee.
Like, you could, like, walk to the village and buy the local newspaper. That might be smart.
Okay, yeah, me and, I offer, Patrick to walk with me to the village so we can, spend some time at the ale and get the news.
Okay.
I wake up after they leave. They didn't keep the keys inside their house. I'm locked in.
No, you
I
can
go-
get out, but you can't get back in. So you're
I'd
like,
stay
okay,
in there if I
so-
was smarter here. I'm just looking.
Okay,
continue to
so
investigate.
I wake up after they leave. They had leave for some
And he's
minutes.
just vomiting all over the place.
No, I'm on a hangover and I don't really feel that good. I go drink some coffee to raise my awareness. And after that I go and I go in to check the lake. I think in fishing or something.
okay, so you walk to the lake while the
And-
others are skimming through the newspaper. So you want to use your library use, or actually foreign
What?
language, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not near them, so I'm probably...
No, I thought you were walking to the beach, or to the shore.
I'm going walking to the shore. I'm probably going to, I don't know, like, you have to use navigate to do that action of fishing.
Okay, well you're still walking while they are reading. So what's your guys' foreign language?
Mine is at 50.
Well, mine is 70.
Well, it doesn't matter because you're not there. 50.
What's yours,
Okay,
Black
well you succeed. The biggest headline is that there's 2 fishermen who have gone missing 2 days ago, probably in the early morning, while fishing on the lake.
Oh, great!
Yeah,
But you don't know that, Aitor.
yeah, and the
No,
Yeah,
no.
but
He was
it's-
just jokingly saying that. In the
Oh, okay.
I will actually give you this text so you can look at it later if you want to. So it says that 2 fishermen went missing 2 days ago in the early morning while fishing on the lake. The inhabitants of the county still remember the strange and tragic vanishing of a group of students on the lake only 2 months ago.
Well, can I read more to inquire what the actual incident was and why they were on the lake?
It just says pretty much the same thing, but it just says it in more words. It's just they think that they probably the boat like capsized and they drowned, but there's no real. They don't really know why. They assume that it happened 2 days ago, probably in the early morning, but they don't really know. The bodies haven't been found, which is odd, and it just keeps referencing the earlier incident when an entire group of students also vanished without a trace.
I talk with, damn it, the Soviet
Theodora.
diplomat. Theodora. Yeah. Theodora, should we go investigate that organization and the lake?
We should go see if Jonathan is awake first.
You can go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go and look for a gun shop.